planning on, building casinos in Atlantic City. There's a lot we can all learn from this book about negotiation, persuasion, and, well, the art of getting what you want.
Absolutely. It's a fascinating look into the mind of a master dealmaker.
So, before we dive into the specifics, can you give us a quick overview of the book for folks who might not be familiar?
Sure, The Art of the Deal is part memoir, part business advice book. It was written back in the 80s when Trump was first making a name for himself in New York real estate.
And it's written in this very distinctive voice, right? Very bold, very confident. Some might even say a little bit brash.
Yeah, that's definitely part of his charm or his brand, depending on how you look at it.
Right, exactly. Now, the book is structured in a kind of interesting way. It starts with this Week in the Life section, where Trump takes us behind the scenes of his insanely busy schedule.
It's a whirlwind of phone calls, meetings, site visits, power lunches, you name it. You really get a sense of the pace at which he operates.
It's exhausting just reading about it.
Yeah, no kidding.
But amidst all the chaos, there are these amazing anecdotes that really bring his personality to life. Like, remember the one about his aversion to briefcases?
Oh, yeah, he talks about how he likes to keep things very loose, which I found kind of funny. It's like he wants to project this image of being spontaneous and, in control, even if he's actually meticulously planning everything.
Right, it's an evil part of the image. And then there's that story about saving Mrs. Hill's farm in Georgia. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah, that was a wild one. The bank was going to foreclose on her farm, and Trump swoops in and basically threatens to sue them for murder.
He claimed they harassed her husband to death, right?
Exactly. It's this crazy example of his fight back mentality, which we'll talk about more later. But it shows how far he's willing to go to get what he wants.
And it worked, right. Mrs. Hill got to keep her farm.
She did. It's almost like something out of a movie. And then there's that funny story about his encounter with the head of the Schubert organization.
Oh, yeah. He's offered these free theater tickets, but Trump initially refuses because he doesn't want to feel obligated.
Yeah, it's this weird mix of pride and,